Pass. It says pass, right?
I passed!
Oh my god!
Thank you God, thank you God, thank you God. I did it in 75. That means I'm so smart. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and another vloggy. My name is annnnaheid. If you don't know who I am 22 years old. I recently moved to New York City and I graduated from the University of South Carolina with a nursing degree. And I'm here to tell you guys how I passed the NCLEX on my first try in 75 questions. That feels so weird to say. It's still kind of fresh. It was like a week and a half. Still kind of fresh, still processing it. Right now I'm in the process of applying for jobs in New York City, which is also very confusing. So we're just taking that day by day. But keep up with my journey, my nursing journey, and subscribe right now because I will take you along the job process, getting a job, all that stuff. So, and if you want to go back and watch my college nursing videos, I have so many in that, like clinicals and stuff. But this video is about the NCLEX, and I just posted my vlog of the NCLEX day. I don't tell you guys really how I studied or stuff. It was just kind of vlogging the day and the nerves and stuff. So this one's how I prepared and everything. So let's start with the fact that my school, the University of South Carolina, has a 100% NCLEX pass rate. Let's start with that because they kept telling us every day my school trained us for the NCLEX. Like they were literally like, we have a 100% pass rate, and I'm like, what if I mess that up, like, and make it 99.999? Like I was so freaking nervous. That just shows you that my school, I know like all nursing schools are different, like as much as they say they're regularized, whatever the word is, all over, I know some are different. Because the fact that mine, I'm not saying mine's better than anyone's, but the fact that we have a 100% pass rate means they don't even let you get to the point of graduation unless they know you're ready to pass the NCLEX. Like our school, I almost failed every semester. I would like get by, you need a 75 or else you have to repeat the whole semester and stay back. I would get like 76, 77, like in med surg and stuff. So like it was a close call, but I made it there. And the fact that I made it there, I think I knew, and they knew I was well prepared for the NCLEX. Like they don't let us go not ready. They don't. My school does ATI. At the end of the year, after we knew we passed, we had somebody come in, the comprehensive NCLEX review for ATI. We did that at the end of the school year. I graduated in December. I took notes and like did it with my friends. It was 3 full days, each 8-hour days, so it was a lot. I took notes, but when I tell you guys I did not open this book to study, I did not. Don't tell my school, but I did not study with this. It was just too much. I mean, it was good, but like I'm not gonna read a whole book. But the lady who came and talked to us was so nice. And we played like interactive games and stuff. But basically, you probably know this if you're studying for the NCLEX. Here's the only 2 things I used. UWORLD, Marquee. Let's see how long I did it. I quite frankly don't even know how long I studied. Let's go look through my photos and find out. I do know so many people were telling me that I've been studying for months and months, like 8 hours a day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, bestie, like I can't do that. Okay, I started February 21st, and I took the NCLEX on March 10th. February 21st to March 10th. Literally, and I graduated December 15th. So I didn't study from December 15th to February 21st, which I don't recommend. I do recommend taking a little break after school and then taking it right away, but I literally couldn't because in New York you have to apply, if you didn't know, you have to apply for your ATT, which gives you permission to test, and mine got lost, and then it took literally 2 months for them to grant me permission to even take my test. But I was moving, so it was fine, but it was like very frustrating. If you know the process, you know I've vlogged about it so many times. I honestly only studied a little over 2 weeks, but I did it every day basically. I took the weekends off maybe on one weekend, and then I grinded the week. But so how I did it was I watched the Marquee Lectures. I started with 1 a day. I did that for the first week and a half, and then I realized I kind of got to pick it up because I haven't even started UWORLD. So the Marquee Lectures, you can literally find them on YouTube or the MP4. They're basically, it's like him speaking to a classroom, I guess. I don't know who he is, but he's like this insane, amazing person. And you just listen to them. I went on YouTube, I'll link it below the videos I watched. It showed, there's called a yellow book and a blue book. I'll link those 2 down below that you pull up and take notes along with him. I didn't use the yellow book that much. Blue book I didn't touch. Yellow book I didn't really use. I kind of wrote my own notes because I kind of like doing that. You don't really watch anything. It's either you listen to it, but this video I watched put the notes up, so at least you were looking at something. I'm gonna screen record my screen. Alright, so here's my iPad. I used her in school and I finally brought her back out for notes. I think it's the iPad Air 3, and I use the app Good Notes. And then I have a thing for NCLEX. Okay, and here's my Marquee Lectures. So this is how I did it. I would take notes and do it lecture by lecture, day by day. and he kind of just bounces all around, but he gives you really good things that you're like, why didn't somebody tell me this in nursing school? So it's kind of random, like day 2 alcohol, like it was just really random. I did them in different colors and kind of took my own notes, but as you can see, these are what they look like. It's like heart, different little topics. He gives you so many little good ways to remember things. I don't know if I quite frankly remembered, but just stuff you like think you forgot or just easily forget, he goes over, and it's so good. Each lecture is an hour to 2 hours. I would say most are over an hour, most are closer to 2, so definitely start this with a good bit of time. I'm so sorry about my handwriting, but you guys can see how many notes I took. I think there's 12 lectures. I recommend doing all of them. Some people told me if you don't do all of them, do the last one, but I personally, I had to do labor and delivery a lot because I didn't learn much about that in school. Like I didn't focus. 11, okay, maybe there was 12. Okay, 12. Apparently the 12th lecture, prioritization, is one of the most important because there's so many prioritizing test questions on the NCLEX. You guys might be taking the new NCLEX, the one I took. Apparently they're changing it, so good luck with that. I'm just kidding, but like, I don't know, I had a lot of prioritization questions and they're so tricky. Those are what always got me in school. So his way, he gave me so many helpful tips of how to do that. So definitely listen to those, especially lecture 12. And then once I finish those, some people do it at, I did like little notes like that. Use common sense, don't overanalyze your first 10 questions, don't overanalyze them, and don't go against your gut. Choose your gut answer. You guys do not change your answer. Honestly, click your answer and sit on your hands, and then make sure, like, be like, oh, I read that wrong, the answer actually is this, but if you're like, oh, should I change it? Don't. And then use common sense. Like, they're not trying to like literally trick you. I mean, sometimes they are, but like, yeah, okay, so there's that. Let me show you. This is what the yellow book looks like. See, I barely filled it out. It kind of jumps around. I don't know. I just like writing my own notes, but you kind of just fill it in with him. So that's up to you. The blue book I didn't touch. Alright, so then I started UWORLD. I think I started UWORLD. I did UWORLD for 7 days only. And there's like 2,000 something UWORLDs. I only got through 860 of them. I have some friends who passed and only did 300 questions. I have some people who passed who did all 2,000. I have some people who only did 1,000. And I did 860 and I still passed. So that doesn't really tell you anything. But they were all from my school. Day 1 I only did 31 questions, day 2 75, and as you can see I was getting in the 40%, 51%, 45%, and I was like, damn, am I gonna fail this? And then I figured out on UWorld that if you average in the 50s, you should be good for the NCLEX. And I was like, what? Anyways, so I kept averaging in the 50s, and I was like, dude. So first I was doing, because on UWorld there's things where you can like select like all topics, but then within the topics, like within, I'll show you on the screen if I can, but within pediatrics, within children, there's like subcategories of like children heart, children endocrine, children med surg. There's like so many subcategories. So I was like, I don't know if I should like do it topic by topic or do randomized altogether because the NCLEX is randomized. So for the first 4 full days, or no, the first 3 full days, I did 250 questions of just randomized, and then I was like, okay, I feel like this is kind of really random. I like it because it's how the NCLEX is, but I feel like my friends all did it where they did it by topic. So then day 5 I did like 10 adult immune questions, 15 adult infection questions, 20 adult neuro questions, and then I would get like a 50, a 60, a 50, a 45, a 75. So I did better on the subject ones, but it kind of tells you what you need to focus more on, which is good. So if I could recommend, I would start with doing like ones by topics and doing what you're worst at, and then closer to it, doing randomized of all of them. Like day 6, I did 30 critical care, 50 fundamentals, and then 30 psych, 30 pharm. I was getting like 70, so I was getting better, 62, 63. Day 7, this is the last day. This is the day before my NCLEX, and I know you're not supposed to study, but I did because I only studied for 2.5 weeks. So I was like, I probably need to study the day before. So I did 75, just 75 random UWorld questions, and I got a 60%. And then I also just reviewed my Mark K. I just briefly looked over them. So that's what I did the day before, and then I chilled out, got some dinner, just chilled with my boyfriend. He was here. The next morning my test was at 12 in the afternoon, so I woke up, I worked out because I'm somebody who like can't just sit there and like let it come, because I didn't want to study like crazy the morning before. So I went and worked out. We walked to Starbucks. I always got Starbucks in school before I took my NCLEX, and then I went to go study my iPad, but my iPad was at 5%, so that didn't happen. But I listened to this NCLEX guy's Spotify. I don't know if it helped, I just listened to it, so I felt like I was doing something. And then my boyfriend dropped me off at the testing center, and it was It was so freaking nervous. I'm in New York, so we did it on like a 20th floor. You had to check in, like, go watch my NCLEX Day vlog. I talk more about it, but you had to like scan your hands. They gave me headphones, which is good because studying I used a lot of white noise. I went through like hours and hours of white noise. Used my little headphones to drown everyone out because I'm in New York and you could probably hear the construction. So they gave you the option to wear those headphones in the NCLEX, so I did. And yeah, it was on a computer, it was randomized, and they watch you every step. I think I took less than an hour to take the test. Mine, I got to 74, I clicked 75. I was like, oh my gosh. And mine cut off at 75, and I was like, okay, that either means I did really good or really bad. I've heard like if you cut off at 75, like you had to really up if you didn't pass, or you just did really good and they're like, we don't even have to test her anymore. Because apparently when you take the NCLEX, it keeps you going until it knows you're like 50% above the threshold of the average per, I don't know. And Mark K said all you have to do to pass this test is be a little bit below average or better. I was like, okay, I think I can do that. And I did it. But I still, after I cut off at 75, I still was like, y'all, I don't know if I passed because it was very hard. I had a lot. Over half my test was select all that applies, probably 3/4. Apparently my friend said if your test is like that, it's a good sign because the select all that applies are the hard questions, which true. So I was like, okay, good. Maybe they give me hard questions. But then I was like, okay, maybe my questions are hard because I'm stupid and they're not actually hard. So I don't know, I was overthinking. But at the end it has you do 30 questions. It said, can you do this to help us with the next group of people? I was like, okay, fine. But they were so hard. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get y'all down. Y'all still got it. But it was definitely, it was like patient charts. It was like long questions. So I was like, click, I can't do this. It said these will not count against you. This is just to help us like see what we do for the next test that we're changing. I don't know when it changes. Go look that up. But I was like, click, click, I'm done. I can't even read a full patient chart right now. So long, and you dragged it. It was like a care plan. I don't even know. I couldn't do it. And I left and I was freaking out. I was like, I cannot believe I'm done. 48 hours later, go watch my video of me getting the results. I passed. I told my school I passed. They posted about me. It was so cool. I'm just so excited that I am finally Anna RN VSN. So now I'm applying to jobs. Please follow my journey. I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, comment below and I'll answer them. And I'm just so thankful that God and my mom were with me on that test and all my friends for supporting me. I'm so thankful. Thankful for you guys supporting me and congratulating me. I love you guys so much. I hope this helps. Comment your experience, or if you passed the NCLEX, if you're taking, or if you're a nursing student, or if you're not. I don't know, let me know. I hope this helped you guys. I love you guys so much. Please, please, please subscribe. We're so close to 100K. I love y'all and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.